Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's Captain Chandler with your police department. I'm here with Richard Frankich, and we wanted to come to you live today to talk about Mount Juliet's July 4th weekend and the two fireworks shows that we have on July 4th, both at 9 o'clock. So today's broadcast really is all the details from your police department, from your city, about what is going on July 4th, so you can make good decisions about maybe where you park, good decisions about fireworks safety. So we'll cover all of that. We're going to cover what our police department will do over July 4th weekend. We're going to cover the two fireworks shows, good places to park, good viewing areas. We're going to cover some firework ordinance stuff. But we're glad you're here, and let's just jump right into it. So there are two fireworks shows on July 4th, both at 9 o'clock. The first one will be at Mount Juliet League Ball Fields, which is on Lebanon Road. This is sponsored by the city of Mount Juliet and 94 FM. And the second one is going to be at Circle P Ranch along Division Street. And this is sponsored by Needham's Nursery and the Circle P Ranch. So if you check it out here on the map from the ball fields on Lebanon Road, they're going to be shot from actually the Little League field itself, basically splitting the fields in half where the prime parking will be, and they'll go up at 9. But as you see on the map, there's green, blue, and purple. The green is prime viewing area, the blue is good viewing, and the purple, you can see the fireworks, but they're just not the best in those locations. And anything really outside of that area, probably not good viewing. But the green you see here is actually, at the Little League field. You can pay $10 to park. That will take your money at the gate, and that is right there under the fireworks. All those proceeds go to the Mount Juliet League and the youth who play there. It supports them. And then some green parking extends towards Lebanon Road and areas of KFC, Taco Bell, and Hardee's there. And then in the Publix and Kroger area, it turns to the blue viewing area, and you can park there as well. But if I was going to the North Show, I would park at the Little League, support our youth there in those events. And the Circle P Ranch event is going to be shot from the Circle P Ranch. At the actual ranch itself, there is no parking, but you can park at the prime viewing area. There's a field along East Division Street between East Main Street and Hickory Station Lane. You can park there. Victory Baptist Church has good viewing as well, along from areas like Mount Juliet Church of Christ. And you get into the train depot and the parking area near local Joe's, and along down towards what is that bank down there, Rich? West Wilson Bank or Wilson?
Wilson Bank and Trust by
Lebanon Wilson Bank and Trust. Yeah, down towards Wilson Bank and Trust and Old Lebanon Dirt Road, SunTrust Bank. That's what I was thinking of. You can park there as well and view those fireworks. So a lot of great viewing areas. Two shows across the city, which really Mount Juliet at 9 o'clock is going to have just rumbles and rumbles of fireworks taking place. You want to think too, if fireworks, do cause, you'd be scared or your animals to be scared or anything like that, you may want to think of better options if you live near those firework areas around 9 o'clock. And you maybe go somewhere from about 9 to 9:45, so you won't be affected by the fireworks that you see. Some things we wanted to cover too. There are some things that are prohibited just to keep everyone safe. Personal fireworks cannot be shot off in any crowd environment there to view the shows. No alcoholic beverages, no barbecue grills, and parking on roadway shoulders or medians are prohibited. We want to try to keep our roadways as clear as possible to help with traffic flow. That's why we don't want folks parking in the grass near a roadway or in the middle of a roadway on a median. It simply just hampers our traffic flow, and our officers will be out watching for that as well. We'll have a lot of officers out too. There'll be over 25 police officers working that night. We also have more officers coming in throughout the night for extra saturation patrols through the area, simply because we want to ensure our community remains a safe community, and they'll be watching out for unsafe driving behavior or any unsafe behavior. So they can get on it quickly, and we'll have plenty of officers too to answer any calls for service that come in through the night. But Rich, I know you have some details on the firework ordinances. So you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. So the first ordinance we're going to talk about is our the main city ordinance relating to fireworks. 1631 basically describes when fireworks can be shot off. The first one pertaining to the July 4th season, which is this number 1 section right here, of course, from June 20th through July 5th. And the Smoking, you can't smoke within 50 feet where any place fireworks are sold.
All
And
right,
the
good idea.
best
Right.
hours to do it is anytime before 10 p.m. or after 10 a.m. So between the hours of 10 p.m. and 10 a.m. is kind of the off limits hours. That's the quiet hours. So, and that's when the officers will be out extra patrol in the area. If we start getting complaints, and as Captain has mentioned previously, we'll of course try and deal with it with a warning. But if it continues to be an issue, then the officers may seek other means to handle it, such as citations and whatnot. Of course, we don't want to have kids under the age of 18 handling fireworks unless their parents or guardians are with them under close supervision, making sure everything is safe and handled correctly. And then, of course, unlawful sale and use of fireworks. This one's a whole lot about safety. Folks, fireworks safety is a huge deal. There's so many people injured every year from fireworks. People take fireworks for granted. A simple firecracker in your hand, if you keep your hand closed around a firecracker, it magnifies the force exponentially, and you can seriously injure your hand. So please be extremely careful with your fireworks. Going over just some of the highlights of this ordinance number 10191. It's unlawful to sell fireworks to children under the age of 18 or to anyone who may seem intoxicated or is intoxicated or irresponsible. Can't ignite fireworks within 600 feet of any church, hospital, funeral home, school, or 200 feet within where fireworks are sold. And of course, the rest of it kind of comes down to common sense, folks. Just use some common sense. It's unlawful to use fireworks or ignite fireworks on someone else's property unless you have permission. Don't be throwing fireworks or shooting fireworks at vehicles. Use them in a safe manner and manners where it doesn't adversely affect other people. And that pretty much sums up that entire ordinance. But a lot of that comes down to good common sense safety.
Yeah, all smart safety stuff, Rich. Thankfully, we haven't had any serious, firework incidents in our community. For the majority, most people do operate them safely, which is good. But you hear stories all the time where people are injured by fireworks, and we don't want to see that at all. You just got to be careful with it. When you're shooting them, just do it in a smart manner that you're not endangering property or people or yourself, right? And really common sense is key there. And if children are using them, or anyone under the age of 18, they need to be supervised by a parent, guardian, adult who is looking after them and taking responsibility for their actions. And we just want everyone to be as safe as they can over this holiday.
Absolutely.
Some other holiday tips, Rich, that we typically see on July 4th weekend, because it is a busy weekend for us, especially when July 4th falls on a weekend day such as Sunday, is, we want to be sure people are, celebrating responsibly, not drinking and driving out there, because we do see an uptick in DUI arrests over the, busy holiday weekends, which we're expecting. The weather is supposed to be nice. I think you can have that queued up too. Over the weekend, and we just want people to be safe, right? Don't drink and drive. There's plenty of other options: Uber, Lyft, a taxi, a good sober friend to get you wherever you need to get to. So the last thing we want to see is a bad crash related to a drunk driver where someone's hurt or possibly killed, and we just don't need anything like that. Let's keep Mount Juliet safe, and the best way to do that is make smart decisions. Also, if you see anything suspicious, give us a call. We have plenty of officers working. We have beefed up our staff levels this weekend through extra duty and saturation patrols. And we want you to call us if you see anything suspicious, because there's a lot more community members out there than they are of our police officers. And if you give us a call, we're going to send an officer out that way to check it out. And never feel something is maybe not too important to call about. If something makes you feel uneasy, then call us. We can come check it out. It's never a hindrance to call us to report anything. And we'll go out and check it out and determine if there's actually an issue or not, where our officer needs to engage to make that situation safer.
Yeah, for sure. And folks, don't ever be afraid to call in dispatch, no matter what the issue is. Our dispatch staff is very well trained on handling that kind of whatever you need, whether it's simple things like, hey, I lock my keys in my car, all the way up to major situations. They're very good at what they do, and they're ready to help you 24 hours a day. Please don't hesitate to call them. And just a quick other safety tip, since we're right here by a couple of lakes, just a reminder for folks, the new law went into effect recently for boating under the influence is treated just like driving under the influence now. So those penalties are a lot stiffer, and Tennessee Wildlife Resources are out in full force this time of year. So y'all be safe on the water as well.
Absolutely. Rich, what's the weather going to look like for us?
Yeah, let me pop over there real quick. Oh, sorry.
You're good.
And so this weekend, currently right now, it's clearing up and looking real good. We're in the low 80s right now, and throughout the rest of the weekend, it's just going to be clear and sunny and pretty. Tomorrow, we're looking mid 70s to low 80s for a high, and then Sunday, we're going to be in the mid to 80s to low 90s. So it's going to be a pretty weekend this weekend.
Good, very cool. Looks like it's going to be a busy weekend for us when the weather is nice on a holiday weekend. Law enforcement in any area is going to be very, very busy as folks get out and celebrate. And we're going to have plenty of officers staff to be sure we can continue to handle the calls for service, but also to be out should there be anything unsafe. They're going to act on that, whether it's unsafe driving, impaired driving, or unlawful activity. They're going to act. And they're going to do what they can to keep this city safe. That is our number one goal, is we want folks to be able to relax in Mount Juliet and to know that it's a safe community where you don't have much to worry about. Let's go ahead and take some questions. I saw one here from someone who is new to Mount Juliet and does not know where the July 4th celebrations are at. So Tammy, welcome to the city. There are two celebrations this year. The first, they're both at the same time, so I'm not sure why I'm saying first and second, but they both start at 9 o'clock. And so one will be at the Mount Juliet League Ball Fields, which is on Lebanon Road near North Mount Juliet Road. And it's $10 to park at the fields. But all that money is a fundraiser for the league and the youth program that is there. And this one is sponsored by the city of Mount Juliet and 94 FM. And the other show at 9 o'clock will be at the Circle P Ranch. And this is sponsored by Needham's Nursery and Circle P Ranch. So that area is West Division Street near Mount Juliet Road. Prime parking would be the field near the Circle P Ranch and also Victory Baptist Church, and parking areas near North Mount Juliet Road and Division Street. But if you're curious, on a place to park and you don't know if it's going to be a good viewing area from there, type it in the comments. Rich and I have been out to many of these fireworks shows. We've been out to the test shots. We've seen where you can see these from and where you can't watch them from. And so we have good insight on where the best parking is for the fireworks. But we're here for you. These updates are always interactive. And so, hey, we take questions from the community. And stay tuned, too, because we have a gift card to Starbucks we're going to give away with the giveaway tool before we leave. So someone will get to win a Starbucks gift card. Rich, are you going to be out working this weekend?
I will be. Not tomorrow. I may pop out tomorrow evening for a little while, but I've got an event I'm going to all night tonight, overnight at the lodge. Going to be doing some cooking. But then Sunday I'll be out early and out all day Sunday for the shows.
Cool. I will be out tonight working the road with patrol. I like to get out and work with the men and women who keep this city safe, and just to be there for them and back them up and answer calls for service with them. So I'll be out tonight. I'll probably be out to about 2 a.m. It's my goal tonight. Just depends on call volume and how busy everyone is. It should be a good time for everyone. I hope it's a quiet night, but it's a Friday on a holiday weekend. I don't think it's going to be too quiet for us.
And it's a pretty night.
It is a pretty night. You're right. So Don has the question here for this, I guess, the Circle P Ranch. So is it good to see from Mount Juliet Road and Division Street? So let me pull up that map here. So Don, if you can see the mouse on the screen, it may be small if you're watching from a mobile device, but the blue areas are good areas in that section. So the parking area where Baskin Robbins is at, the train station parking area, the parking lots near Local Joe's restaurant, that area, all good viewing for those fireworks. The best viewing, though, is going to be the green. So the backside of Mount Juliet Church of Christ, the field near Cloyd's Presbyterian Church in front of Circle P Ranch, and also Victory Baptist Church is all the best viewing areas for the Circle P show. Question from Alyssa here about viewing the Circle P Ranch show from Timber Trail. So Timber Trail, Alyssa, is on the other side of what I call the Mount Juliet Center Hill, right? Where the top of the hill is basically where the library is at. So Triple Crown is more on the back side of that hill. So you won't be able to see it from there. Basically, you have to go up to at least the point of the library to begin to see the fireworks for that section. But, if it's a great night, weather-wise, take the family for a walk, get on the sidewalk and walk towards the library. And if you want to go down further towards Baskin Robbins, grab you some ice cream and you can watch the show from there. You won't even have to drive to the show. You can just walk to the show. But Triple Crown, you will not be able to, or excuse me, Timber Trail, you will not be able to see it from there. Brian's saying he can see the Circle P shots from the back deck of Stone Hollow subdivision. So that's interesting too. And Mickey from Jackson Hills can see them as well. So very cool. Very, very cool. I think the elevation's a little bit higher out towards Stone Hollow and Jackson Hills. So it's all, if you ever pulled up a topographic map of our city, there's hills and valleys everywhere. So you kind of have to judge where you can see stuff from and whether you're on the top end of that or the low end. I saw something here from Mark about what kind of traffic influx are y'all expecting. So Mark, interesting question. We simply don't know. So we always prepare for what the highest amount we do expect. So typically we only have one show, which brings in most people from the community to that one location. But with two shows, we feel that that'll be spread out more with the traffic. So some will be at the Circle P, some will be at the Little League show. And then also some people I'm sure will go downtown to watch, I guess, the biggest fireworks show in the nation. So it's hard to tell exactly what we will see that night. But we have preparations for the worst of the worst. And if it's not that bad, we just have plenty of officers out working and keeping people safe. But it's hard to tell, to be honest, what kind of traffic influx we are expecting. But we do expect it to be more spread out rather than a lot at one location. And the more spread out it is, the easier it is for us to manage traffic. Mickey has a question about any roads closed during the fireworks. So Mickey, no roads will be completely closed during the fireworks. At the end of the League show, Lebanon Road will go down to one lane westbound because we're going to close a lane to bring continuous flow exit for traffic headed west along Lebanon Road as they pull out of the League fields there. But everywhere else, our officers will be controlling traffic signals. Some signals, they'll have to be out in the roadway to direct traffic. Other signals, they'll be at the box with a button, cycling the light for priority. And then some signals are just going to monitor to see if the signal computer is controlling traffic as best as it can. So there'll be different modes of what ways we can move traffic, and we'll be adaptive. And if we need to adapt some of our plans, we will. If we need to place an officer or we find a problem, we'll do that too. So there'll be different modes on how we'll get traffic moving. But we really ask for everyone's patience. There's a lot of people in a lot of areas at once, all leaving at the same time. And we just ask people to be patient. Also arrive early to get a good parking spot. Don't try to get to a parking spot last minute when everyone's trying to rush and do the same thing. Arrive early and just be patient as you leave. We'll get you out as best as possible. But if you have a question about something, type it in the comments. We'll be glad to get to it. And Rich, Georgina has a question. She says she's coming for some barbecue. I hope they're not going to barbecue Richard. What does that mean?
Oh, no. She's talking about the barbecue event up at the lodge that we're going to have tomorrow.
Yeah, talk about that. What's that go
Yeah,
to?
so tomorrow up at the Mount Juliet Masonic Lodge, beginning at 7 o'clock. I'll be out there all night tonight cooking with the guys and gals. So you're welcome to come by and see us tonight if you want, and just to hang out and visit. But starting tomorrow at 7 o'clock will be our 57th annual barbecue fundraiser. All the money that we raise gets turned around back into our charitable events for the city and the community. And also tomorrow during the day, first time ever, we're feeding our first responders. So we're going to be bringing a little over 100 pounds of barbecue over here to the PD, along with all the fixins and buns and all kinds of goodies. And we're going to feed our PD and fire first responders tomorrow during the day. We're pretty excited we're getting to do that this year. So it's going to be a fun day tomorrow.
Yeah, that barbecue is always really good. I always like it when you bring stuff by headquarters that y'all cook out there. So it's a great opportunity to support a local nonprofit and where they also give back to the community with other things. So good stuff. Thank you, Rich.
Mhm.
Folks, if you have a question, just type it in. We'll be glad to get to it about anything with the fireworks. We appreciate y'all joining. And while people think of questions, let's go ahead and just give out a gift card to Starbucks.
I don't think he saw me grab my phone.
You know, I think I watched the live last time, and I did see you grab your phone after the fact when I walked through. Folks, Rich is never eligible for the giveaways of the gift cards. Never, ever eligible. So if he does happen to win, we'll have to do a redraw. But folks, y'all know the game if you've been here long enough. So type in hashtag MJPD Live, all one word, no spaces, before, in between, or after. Just type it in just like you see that blue text on the screen to be eligible for the gift card. And we will either mail the gift card to you or drop it by your home. It just depends where you live. You do not have to live in the city limits to be eligible. To be eligible, though, you simply have to type in hashtag MJPD Live. We'll give some opportunity for folks to type it in, and we'll send it your way. We appreciate all you joining and just getting the updates about the busy July 4th weekend ahead for the city of Mount Juliet. 2 fireworks shows, both at 9 o'clock. One at the Mount Juliet League Fields along Lebanon Road, and the other along Division Street at the Circle P Ranch. And both are going to be great, wonderful shows. It gives you options on where you would like to go. And just be sure if you have any pets or family members that is affected by fireworks and that noise to ensure they are taken care of too. So you may have to take a trip outside of the city about 9 o'clock. And my guess it'll all be wrapped up by about 9:40, 9:45. All right, good deal. Let's go to a draw. All right, Christopher Zeman. Congratulations. We've got a Starbucks gift card headed your way. If you would, just please email me your address and we will either mail it to you or deliver it at your home. It'll be in a white envelope in an MJPD card. So thank you all for participating and congratulations. Type my email here for you so you have it. All right. Now, Rich, what did we not cover? Did I cover everything?
I think we covered it. We covered the logistics and the wins and the hows and the parking and the ordinances. I think we got it. And covered the weather.
Good deal. Very cool. You know, I took off yesterday because I'm working over the weekend, right? Needed to burn some of my time. I always end up working some way, somehow, right? Sending emails from wherever it may be or having to follow up on something to be quick and responsive to folks. But I took off yesterday. Plan to work a lot tonight. I will be off tomorrow, but Sunday will be a super busy day for us, and I'll likely work into July 5th because of all the extra saturation patrols that we have. But folks, there'll be many officers out from your Mount Juliet Police Department this weekend working to keep you safe and our community safe. And if there's anything you need or see that's suspicious, please give us a call so we can check it out. If you see anyone operating fireworks in an unsafe manner, right, we want to know about that so we can get out there and ensure that they are doing it safely. If you see anyone driving impaired or operating a vehicle with possible impairment, give us a call so we can get out there and hopefully intercept them and stop them and see what's going on with the impaired driving. You know, if you see people acting suspiciously, you know, maybe about to commit a crime or possibly committing a crime, give us a call. We want to get out there and check it out because there's a lot more of our community than they are police officers out there and about. And we rely on our community to help us keep Mount Juliet as safe as we can. We have great partnerships with each and every one of you. We value those partnerships, and we just want to let you know that we are here to serve you in whatever way that we can. Rich, anything from you?
Oh, just remind everybody to stay safe and have a lot of fun this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Stay safe, have fun, enjoy it, and just know if you need us, we are here for you. If you happen to, view this broadcast after the fact and you still have a question, type that in the comments. We'll try to monitor it and get to it as best as we can, so we can let you know where the best spot is to watch the fireworks. But thank you, folks. Again, if there's anything we can do for you, please always reach out. Be safe and have a wonderful Independence Day. Take care.